Hope you're doing okay. Meteorologist Shane Smith here. Was not planning on jumping on this early for a live stream. Was thinking we may do one a little bit um, later. And I'm trying to get things updated right now. But we are tracking an active severe thunderstorm warning rolling across Laurel County right now. So that's the main reason I jumped on here is we do have that active warning right now through Laurel County. Here is the latest information on that from the National Weather Service office in Jackson. Um, have an active severe thunderstorm warning for Laurel County, Bell County, Owsley County, Pulaski, Jackson, McCreary, Rockcastle, Whitley, Lee, and Clay County until 3:15. At 2:37, National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated severe thunderstorms extending from near Hyatt to Billows to near Stunk, and they're moving east at 30. The main concerns, 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail. So this is not a tornado warning, thankfully. It is a severe thunderstorm warning, but we want to go ahead and be aware that if you are in the path of where that tornado damage from Friday is, that could cause some of that debris to start flying. The winds in this storm are strong. We are seeing potential gust up to 60. Thankfully, I'm not seeing any rotation in this line right now. So this is just your garden variety severe thunderstorm. If you have questions, post those up in the chat. Share this out on Facebook and on YouTube. I'm going to be staying with you guys until we get this warning out of here, because I know a lot of folks in London and Somerset are scared. Somerset, good news, the storm has already passed you. London, the worst will be moving in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Just got internet back a couple hours ago, so I'm still trying to get my system reset up. But this is the first of 2 potential rounds of severe weather today in Laurel County. I know a lot of folks are focused on that. I'm going to focus on Laurel right now. That's my hometown. A lot of folks are scared, but we do have an additional warning just off to the north that does include Madison County. That extends over into portions of Estill County. Owsley County has a new thunderstorm warning. Bath, Montgomery County, that does extend into Lee County and Wolfe County. That one is going until 3:30. 60-mile-per-hour wind gust with that storm. That northern storm does have a little bit of a rotation in it. So folks from Richmond to Irvine may want to go ahead and seek shelter. For folks in Laurel County, this is just a normal thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds, 1-inch hail. There's some intense wind, some intense lightning with this, but it is not a super strong severe thunderstorm. This is kind of your garden variety, normal type of severe thunderstorm we have several times throughout the year. But because of everything that happened last week, I know folks are very heightened right now in their awareness. Now, for folks in London and on the east side of London, go ahead and seek shelter, especially just because of all that debris that's on the ground. It could get picked up and thrown around a bit. We also want to just, if you know folks that are volunteering out here trying to help clean up, give them a heads up. The next 10 to 20 minutes, it's going to be kind of intense. We're going to have just a strong, low-end severe thunderstorm blow through, and then we'll see a little bit of lingering rain, and then things should clear up. However, this is just the first of 2 rounds of severe weather tonight. So just be on the lookout for those strong winds. Once again, I'm not seeing any rotation in this storm. The worst of it is moving into Corbin as we speak. It's out near Swiss Colony and East Bernstead right now. High Top, you're seeing some pretty heavy rain right now. Kiwi, you're seeing heavy rain. North Corbin, you've got heavy rain. What's wrong with it, hon? Oh. Guys, I'm going to step away 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry, y'all. Raging toddler hadn't got his iPad set up on the new Wi-Fi yet, so my bad. Priorities. All right. So we are tracking the severe thunderstorm as it is moving across Laurel County right now. The worst of it is coming up on I-75. There is some gusty wind, some heavy rain, and some intense lightning. He is not a happy camper right now. All right. 4-year-old with some big feelings, y'all. It's okay. We're all having big feelings right now because of the anxiety on the storm. It's all right. So, this storm, once again, this is just a regular severe thunderstorm warning. Same type of warning we get a dozen to 24 times a year here in Laurel County and here in southern and eastern Kentucky. Just everyone's a little bit more weather aware right now because of everything that went on. I'm looking out behind me right now. We got some moderate to heavy rain here about 2 miles south of the airport. Some gusty winds. The worst of the wind gusts should blow through downtown London in the next 5 minutes or so. I am actively scanning through the radar, looking for any signs of rotation. I'm not seeing any of that. So that's good news. We are not seeing any rotation in this line of storms right now. We are seeing some strong winds. I am taking some samples of the storm right now on my radar. Seeing a few gusts pushing 50 to 60 right now along the line. So that's why the Weather Service issued the severe thunderstorm warning. Remember, a severe thunderstorm, there's 2 criteria that makes it severe. It is the wind component or the hail component. A severe thunderstorm has 1-inch diameter hail, quarter size, right here. Everybody knows what a quarter looks like. That size hail, or 60 mile per hour winds. Now the good news is that's all we're dealing with right now. It's just some gusty winds, some heavy rain, some lightning, and the potential of a little bit of small and large hail. We are watching the threat of more severe weather tonight. We will probably talk about that towards the end of this live stream after we get this active warning through London. I will probably not stay on with this once it clears London, and as long as it's not looking too bad. Folks that are still in the line of this storm, it's stretching all the way from Owingsville to Stanton to Irvine to Anvil, Barberville, Pineville. You guys are in the path of this storm next. It's just a strong spring thunderstorm, low end severe, gusty winds, 60 miles per hour, some lightning. If kids are out playing, call them in. If you know folks that are out maybe boating, maybe out doing any kind of recreation out in far eastern Kentucky, let them know. If you know folks traveling towards London to help with the cleanup efforts, just let them know, hey, strong storm, severe storm rolling through right now. Give it about 20-30 minutes. This thing should be on out of here, and we can start doing a little bit more cleanup until the next line moves in, and that next line comes in later this evening. So once again, For those of y'all just joining us, I'm meteorologist Shane Smith. I'm based here in London, Kentucky. A lot of folks very weather aware right now because of everything that happened in our town with the EF3, possible EF4 tornado rolling through on Friday. This is not a horrible storm, but it is a strong storm. It is a low-end severe storm. We want to go ahead and seek shelter inside the house. We don't have to go full tornado shelter. Just come on in, stay away from the windows, ride this thing on out. We got another 10, 15 minutes to get the worst of it through London, and then we'll be able to get back to regular business and the business of getting things cleaned up after that mess. If you have questions about what's going on or what we're expecting tonight, leave those in the chat. Thank you for everyone that's shared this. Thank you for everybody that's stopped by my page over the last couple of days for information on how to volunteer and how to help out. There's a lot of need in our town right now, and any outside folks of Laurel County watching this, please find a way to help. We really need it down here. Now, as far as the current weather situation, we are continuing to track an active severe thunderstorm warning. This is going for about another 21 minutes. This is going to take us right up to 3:15, so quarter past the hour. And we are watching the potential of 60-mile-per-hour winds, 1-inch diameter hail. All the little plus signs you see on the radar, those are lightning strikes. So there's not a ton of lightning in this storm, but there is a bit. And with all the folks who are outside helping with the cleanup efforts, just know you want to go ahead and take shelter. Let this storm pass on through. Let's get the wind on through, the rain on through, and the lightning on through. We'll take a break, and then we'll get back to the cleanup. Now, there is more severe weather potential for tonight. I do want to go ahead and mention that real quick. We have the potential of another... There we go. Sorry about that. Another round of severe weather this evening. Once again, internet's just coming back up, so I'm having to get everything reset. So here's the HRRR future radar. We may see a few little scattered storms tonight around 7 o'clock, but it looks like our next chance of severe weather comes in around 10 o'clock tonight. Now this one I am slightly more concerned with because there is at least a little bit more wind energy with this storm. So the winds could be a little bit stronger on that second round of severe weather tonight. That is something we will keep a close eye on as we go through the evening and overnight hours. All right, Clark Kidd asking, how are things going in Paintsville? Right now, Paintsville, you're okay. This line of severe thunderstorms will be heading your way probably in about the next hour to hour and a half. It's still a ways off. We're just getting that towards the Highway 15 corridor here in about the next 30 to 45 minutes. So it's probably going to take about another 30 minutes past that to get it on into the US 23 corridor. So Paintsville, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, this is still probably at least an hour out. So if you know folks who are out and about doing business outside, enjoying some recreation outside, let them know, hey, the storm will move towards the Big Sandy Valley, probably around, let's say, between 4 and 5 is when folks in the Big Sandy need to start seeking shelter and being a little bit more weather aware. But for right now, Paintsville, you're okay. Folks in London, Rebecca just said, thank you for what you're doing to help. I'm always happy to help my hometown. I know a lot of folks are very scared right now. This is just a normal severe thunderstorm warning. Hey, buddy, what's wrong? Come here. You want to come say hi to me?
I see a fly.
You do see a fly? Yeah, we got to get rid of that. Dave's going to have to get the fly swatter.
I want you to get rid of it.
I'll try here in a bit. Can you say hi, everybody?
Hi.
Yeah. We're talking about the weather. It's storming out there right now, ain't it?
I got hurt and with a big bump.
Oh, did you take a little bump?
Yeah, it was running away.
Oh, there was the bug scaring you?
No.
Okay.
No bug.
Okay.
Just, I hit the wall for it.
Okay, well, here, you get that. You can go give that to Bray and
Where
play
is
with
that?
him. That's a dog bone toy for Bray. Eli, the internet loves you. Everybody's saying how cute you are.
Hey,
All right, that's my boy Eli, if you guys didn't know. We are seeing some nasty lightning down towards Corbin. Thank you for that report, Madison. Hope you're doing well. We are seeing a little bit of lightning in and around London. I'm hearing some thunder around the house right now. Remember the old saying, when the thunder roars, go indoors. Also, one thing we are concerned with tonight with this second line of storms that moves through after 10 o'clock, with another round of heavy rain, I can't rule out some isolated flash flooding. We've seen a lot of rain this spring. Several locations are running close to 10 inches above normal for the year. So that could lead to some more high water issues. So multifaceted severe weather event tonight. It is not looking as bad as Friday. Friday is the worst severe weather event I've ever lived through around here, folks. The only thing even comparable locally was March 2nd, 2012. But this one was a little bit worse for London, for sure. Heavy rain in the Kiwi area with some slight wind. Robert, thank you for that report coming in on Facebook. Once again, we are tracking this active severe thunderstorm warning. It's going to last for just a little bit over 15 minutes, taking you up to 3:15, so 17 minutes left on that. Once again, not seeing anything on the radar right now that is sounding any major alarm bells. I'm seeing some wind gusts pushing 50, maybe up to 60 miles per hour. Obviously, that's concerning because of all the damage on the ground on the south end of town, so just watch out for that. You could have some debris being picked up. The wind here has not been too bad yet. I'd say we probably had a gust maybe 35, 40 or so. Amanda, have you seen anything really too bad out there yet while I've been streaming?
No, there's just some heavy rain and it looks really dark.
Okay, so really dark out there. Some heavy rain right now just south of London. We're 2 miles south of the airport. So let me know what you're seeing in your neighborhood. Just post in. Yeah, buddy.
Pooping on the floor.
The prey pooped on his pad, buddy. You know that.
And what happened to that right there?
Hey, guys. Seeing some heavy rain in London by the Harley
Turn
shop.
around. What happened to that right there?
Eli, go to mommy right now, buddy.
Brain, is the poop right there?
Yes, buddy.
I
Thank
don't
you.
look at that.
Take that and go.
Oh, the open.
It's like that's the first time he's ever seen our puppy pad for our dog. Kids, man. It's a trip. Some heavy rain with slight wind in Kiwi. Thanks for that report, Robert. Sam Curry, buddy, I'll get back up with you later. It's been kind of crazy the last couple of hours. Strong gust in Cold Hill with heavy rain. Wind and rain from Lizzie. Colony, heavy rain, Branson. So thankfully, guys, just some heavy rain right now is what we're seeing right now across most of Laurel County. But I know a lot of folks were a little bit worried. I wanted to jump on here, just get you guys through the storm on this since it did go with a thunderstorm warning. This is very much just kind of a typical severe thunderstorm warning. We've seen dozens of these things throughout the years. So I know everybody's just a little bit on edge, and I totally get that. It's okay. Heavy rain, strong wind, and lightning and thunder in Corbin. Thanks, Stephanie, for that report. Tyler, my neighbor up the road and my coworker, love you, man. I'm glad you guys are doing okay. I know it was awful close to y'all. Getting some heavy rain and some thunder right now. Sarah Berry, appreciative of Eli's comedy. I think we all are right now. We all need a good laugh to get through this. Once again, still concerned about tonight. We do have another round of severe weather possible this evening. A lot of what happens tonight is going to be kind of dependent on what happens over the next couple of hours. Do we see the sun break back out? Do we juice the atmosphere back up? How strong are the winds as that system comes in this evening? I'm still pinpointing around 10 o'clock for the next round here in London. So this is kind of round one tonight. This is the weaker round. We may have a little bit of a stronger round as that squall line and cold front rolls in tonight around 10 o'clock in Laurel County. Once again, I say 10 o'clock, I'm focusing on Laurel County because I know a lot of folks are really, really focused. Also, yeah, Diamond, I'm sad school's over too. I was looking forward to finishing out the year with you guys. For those of y'all that hadn't heard, school is done in Laurel County. Miss Griebel and the administration, I think, made an excellent call there. I know details are still being worked out on how things are going to work out, but I am just very, very grateful for our admin and all the support they're trying to get out to our students who are impacted. I saw several teachers and admin from around the district out yesterday helping out when I was out delivering some food boxes yesterday. So kudos to all the Laurel County school staff that are out there trying to support our community through this. I will likely be live again later for round 2. We'll see what time that happens. It will probably be sometime between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. But we will have to see about that. For those of y'all just joining us, this is meteorologist Shane Smith reporting to you live from London, Kentucky. We are tracking an active severe thunderstorm that's actually covering most of the I-75 corridor right now. Christy asking, is it going to get bad in Pikeville? There may be some strong winds, gusts up to 50, 60 miles per hour here in about an hour and a half in Pikeville. Hour to an hour and a half there, Christy. Some heavy rain and lightning potentially heading your way, as well as this entire squall line of storms is pushing east, pretty much stretching from now Flemingsburg through Irvine, Anvil, London, Corbin, and Williamsburg. Manchester, the rain is moving in. The gusty wind still a little bit off to your west. The good news about this storm system, y'all, is usually when you get really strong winds, that radar won't have the precipitation in front of it. It'll be like a little bit of green, red. And you'll notice we have like the yellows and oranges as a buffer. So that means the winds are not incredibly strong. There are some embedded gusts, probably 50 to 60 miles per hour. We also do have a tornado warning to our south down in Knoxville, Tennessee. So if you know folks heading down I-75 right now, heading into Tennessee, you may know folks that are traveling that way to get supplies for disaster release. Give them a heads up. Severe weather is a little bit stronger down in central Tennessee right now than it is here in eastern Kentucky and also East Tennessee. So if you know folks may be going to Knoxville, just give them a heads up. This line that's rolling through down there right now, a little bit stronger than what we're seeing here in Laurel County and up into central Kentucky. So once again, this is very much a garden variety severe thunderstorm warning. We've been through, so many of these. We get about a dozen to 2 dozen a year. Just a good thunderstorm. For a thunderstorm to be classified as severe, it has to have 58 mile per hour winds and 1 inch diameter hail. You might say, Shane, why is 58 miles per hour? That's a really odd number. That's not like a nice, you would think, oh, maybe 55 or 60 miles per hour. Why 58? Well, it's actually because it's not for the miles per hour. It's for 50 knot winds. Knots is another way to measure wind speed. So 50 knots, and that translates to 58 miles per hour. My wife is asking, when will it hit Perry County? Because I know a lot of my friends and family over there want to know. Hi, Susie. I hope you're doing okay. We will likely see that storm blow into Perry County here in about the next 30 to 45 minutes. So Hazard, you will likely have some gusty winds and heavy rain coming up around 4 o'clock or just before. So Hazard, Jackson, Harlan, be on the lookout. This is heading your way about 30 to 40 minutes. Middlesboro, you're about 20 to 30 minutes out from seeing the worst of this storm. Same story just up the road in Pineville. Manchester, the worst of it will be blowing in for y'all probably in about the next 15 or so. We still are seeing a bit of lightning. I'm seeing some new lightning flashes showing up here on Radar Omega. Radar Omega is my preferred storm tracking app, so if you want to follow along, you can download that for free on the Android or Apple Store. Also available for Windows, but there is a paid version for Windows, unfortunately. If y'all have any questions, be sure to post those in the chat. I appreciate everybody jumping on here. We will be doing another round of coverage likely this evening, probably around 8 or 9 o'clock. It just depends on kind of how everything develops. But we are watching for the potential of more severe weather this evening. Here is the latest run of the HRRR. It's showing this first line clearing eastern Kentucky, just after 5 o'clock. Then the next line developing as the cold front moves in. Looks like Somerset, you're under the gun about 9:30. London, you're going to be under the gun around 10. And I am noticing a little bit of a Boeing segment in that future radar. The latest HRRR sounding with this hodograph that shows wind through the different layers of the atmosphere from the surface up is showing some shear and some rotation. That is something we will keep a close eye on. The model's been going kind of back and forth about the tornado threat today. It is kind of a low-end threat. Let's see if we've got the latest SPC outlook here I can pull up for you. Sorry, folks, not as prepared as normal. We just got internet back at our house earlier today, like right around lunchtime. So I've been trying to get devices and everything reset. So all the southern end of the state under an enhanced risk. Thankfully, no mod risk this time. Tornado threat, the significant tornado threat is Western Kentucky, but we still have a 5 to 10% chance in London and most of Eastern Kentucky. The hail threat, not looking as bad, a 10 to 15% chance on the hail. The damaging wind threat, 45% chance in the purple. So that includes London and Somerset back to Bowling Green. So the damaging wind is the main concern for this evening. So damaging winds is the main concern for this evening. Looks like we are continuing a severe thunderstorm warning until 3:45 for portions of Laurel County. This will cover the eastern end of the county, also going into portions of Knox County. We're going to go ahead and retweet that out real quick from our friends at the Weather Service office in Jackson. Get to see how the sausage is made behind the scenes. Let's go ahead, switch back over to Radar Omegas. Radar Omega is the app I'm using. Amber Scott asking, anything going on Somerset? Not right now. You all do have a chance of some severe weather this evening. Amber, be on the lookout just after 9 o'clock tonight. And I know Pulaski County, y'all are wondering what's going on. Susie, I'm hoping we can catch a break after this one. Okay, so there's that new warning.
Hey, come here.
Goes for another 35 minutes. We're going to 3:45. Laurel, Bell, Knox, Owsley, Perry, Jackson, Breathitt, Lee, and Clay County. 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and quarter-size hail are the concerns with that. We'll go ahead and pop the radar back over to velocity mode just to make sure we're not seeing any rotation. Right now, we are 3 from rotation. Remember, with radar velocities, we are looking at the greens and the reds. Greens go towards the radar. Reds go away from the radar. We're looking for areas where those greens and reds come together. We're not really seeing that right now, which is a good thing. I am seeing some wind gusts showing up on the radar, close to 50 to 60 miles per hour, just south and to the west of the I-75 corridor in London right now. So there still is some gusty winds still to get through London. So we're not quite done in London just yet with this severe thunderstorm, although we are getting that on out of here. So I think the worst of it is pushing through. Corbin, you're still seeing some moderate heavy rain. That velocity scan doesn't look like it updated in a bit. When was that? I have to check that out. But right now we are doing okay in London. Folks, in this next part of this warning, that does include most of Clay County. So you folks need to be in shelter. Lee and Owsley County, you folks need to be in shelter. Manchester, you got about 5-10 minutes for the worst of this rolls in. Island City, it's going to be on top of you shortly. Boonville, you're seeing a good little heavy rain event right now, but the strongest is still just off to your west. Slade, about another 5-10 minutes for y'all. And this entire line is pushing off to the east at about 40 miles per hour. So give that about another 2 hours or so, and we'll get that clear of eastern Kentucky. So we're going to stay with this at least until Laurel County gets clear. Eli is something, Susie. You know that very well. Did not see any rotation in the storm in EB today, Branson, at least with this first one. We still have another line of storms to move through the region tonight. It should hit London around 10. I will probably pop back on later this evening. I am using the paid version of Radar Omega. It has a few more features for meteorologists. If you're just a weather enthusiast, the free version should be enough to get you going.
I need your screwdriver.
One of the things I really like about Radar Omega is like you can zoom down right on to specific areas and see what it's doing. So there, over by the London Corbin Airport, the area that was super hard hit, especially Meadow Lane Road, Miller Lane, Oak Drive. I was over there helping out yesterday. That area was incredibly hard hit. So you can zoom in street level to see what the weather is doing. So right now, you can see over right on top of Bush out on 80. Heaviest of the storm just west of Bush proper right now. Looks like Chance Road got some pretty heavy rain, some gusty winds right now heading your way. Right there along 1803. So you can go in and get super detailed with Radar Omega. It's a really good radar app. I've really been a fan of it for the last couple of years. And it does work on mobile devices as well as desktops. Although for the desktop version, you do have to pay. Yeah, Heather, the bad stuff here around 10. Yeah, in Laurel County, I'm expecting the worst around 10. Is Radar Omega better than Radar Scope? Amber, I like both of them. I wish Radar Scope would update their maps to have a little bit more detailed mapping. I think that's the one area that Radar Omega beats Radar Scope right now. But I also like the user friendliness and the simplicity of Radar Scope. I also think some of the distance and measuring tools are a little bit easier in Radar Scope. They're both great apps. I would not say a high risk tonight, Branson, but definitely at least an elevated risk. I can pull back that SPC tornado outlook again. And you can see most of Kentucky is under that yellow. That's a 10% chance of tornadoes tonight. So a 1 in 10 chance. That's enough to definitely be a little concerned. Let me pop that up so you can see that. Sorry about that. So once again, that is the tornado risk for today. You'll see the areas in the yellow under a 10% risk. Now notice the hatched area is west of Somerset and London. The hatched is where you could expect a better chance of EF2 or stronger tornadoes. And once again, still waiting final survey from the National Weather Service. I think they're going to have to bring in some experts for high-level storm damage. Probably high-end EF3, low-end EF4 is going to be the rating. Regardless of what it gets rated, it was a powerful, violent tornado that went through a densely populated area at night, and 20 people have lost their lives from it. So that's hard. That's definitely hard. And thoughts and prayers for all the storm victims and their families, and for the folks that had damage from this. This is going to be a trauma our town's going to be dealing with for a long time to come. Pam, my pleasure. Always happy to keep everybody updated. Let me pop the radar back on. So we've got that first warning now expired, waiting for the second half of that warning to expire, and then we'll go ahead and sign off here. The worst of the storm is past London now. Still a little bit of lingering rain for the next, 30 minutes or so. There'll just be some scattered light rain, and then we should clear things out. Now, we don't want it to clear out too much, though, because if we get too much clearing, that next line could be a little bit more of an issue. And you're starting to see that next line take shape right now, south of Cape Girardeau, back towards Memphis and Little Rock. This next area back here, this is round 2. You go out the... Eli, go to the potty, please.
No, come with me.
No, I'm a little busy right now, buddy.
No.
4-year-old parrot, y'all. Y'all know.
Elisha, let's go.
There, go with mommy. Go with mommy. Oh, man. Eli, you are providing the comic relief today, and folks are appreciative of it. But yeah, the area in blue, that's the next line. That's what moves in later this evening. And that is what's going to have the potential for the next round of severe weather. I'm a little bit more concerned about that. There have been tornado warnings with this line, Branson. So we will continue to watch that. I'm going to be monitoring it closely as it goes through Western Kentucky. Once again, it looks like Laurel County round 2 is going to be around 10 o'clock. Oh, the mom look I just got from my wife. I wish I had a camera to point that way right now. Uh-oh. Well, we're going to stick with this just a few more minutes till we get this storm warning on out of here, y'all. I'll go ahead and clear that off. Also, real quick, since we're over here, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the satellite image and see what the clouds are looking like. Because a lot of what's going to happen this afternoon is going to be based on whether or not we clear out and how much we clear out. Come on. Satellite always seems to struggle a little bit more. Branson, a lot of that's going to depend on whether or not we clear out. Tell you what, folks, I'm going to switch this back to radar for just a second. I'm going to pull up the satellite on a different source. So yes, a lot of that tonight is going to depend on whether or not we clear out and how much we heat back up. If we go back into the 80s or so this afternoon with sunshine, that could be a problem. All right, let me switch this over, see if this works. All right, yeah, this is the College of DuPage satellite page. So thanks, COD. You are noticing clearing in Western Kentucky right now. So that clearing is something we got to look out for, because if we clear out, more sunshine comes in. Sunshine gives energy to the earth. That's what we call convectively available potential energy. My buddy Ryan Hall calls it nadir juice. Regardless, it's energy for thunderstorms to tap into. It's what we don't need, but unfortunately we are seeing a really pronounced clearing there right along I-65 and just west. So as we get this first round out, if we clear out and heat back up, it's going to get muggy. So if y'all are working on cleanup, hydrate, because it's going to get hot and it's going to get humid. And then that could provide fuel for this next line of storms, which right now is down into Arkansas. We can take a quick look at those. Also, active tornado warnings just to the northwest of Knoxville, near Fayetteville, Tennessee. and several severe thunderstorm warnings on this line out in eastern Arkansas and out near Paducah. So, round 2, still several hours out, but it is on its way. Let's switch back over to the radar in Jackson. Once again, just garden variety thunderstorm. The rotation, not seeing any. Seeing some gusts, 40 to 50 miles per hour, maybe a few pushing up over 60. Heavy rain and lightning. Going through Manchester, Boonville, Beattyville right now. London, it's starting to clear up a little bit. I'm seeing a little bit of lightning out there. Give that rain a few more minutes, it'll be out. The clouds should clear out in the next hour or two. Then the question becomes, how much will we heat up? We've got a tornado watch until 8 o'clock tonight, Branson. I will not be surprised if a new tornado watch that goes later into the evening isn't issued within the next couple hours. I don't think we've seen our last tornado watch for the day. For folks in eastern Kentucky, Pikeville, Hazard, you're probably about 30, 40 minutes out from the worst of this moving in. Should be sometime around 4 o'clock. Pikeville, I would say 5 o'clock. Prestonsburg, Painesville, probably in that 4:30 to 5 window. And we'll clear that line on out of here, and we'll wait for round number 2. Round number 2 is the one that I'm a little bit more concerned about for the potential of severe weather this evening. Is 75 a big deal? 75-degree temperatures? 75 what, Amber? I'll wait for her to respond. Any other questions we have right now? Thanks for everybody watching. This is one of the more watched live streams we've had, both on YouTube and Facebook. For those of y'all that haven't, hit that follow button on either page. Meteorologist Shane Smith on Facebook, SMF Weather on YouTube, X, and Instagram. Yeah. So Amber, 75 degrees. The warmer is when the storms roll in, the more fuel they're going to have. So the more we heat things up, the more powerful the storms could be. So we don't want the temperatures to get too high this afternoon. We really want to keep it below 80 if we can. New severe thunderstorm warning including Rowan County and Morgan County, portions of Breathitt County. So that is continuing to push off to the east. Once again, nothing major with these, but just a garden variety severe thunderstorm, 60-mile-per-hour winds, some heavy rain, some intense lightning. Could definitely cause some shingles or some limbs come down, a few power outages. Manchester, you're seeing the worst of it right now. Hyden, rain moving in. Hazard, you'll have some rain here in about 15 minutes. The worst of it still about 40 minutes out for Hazard. I'd say about 20 minutes out for Hyden. Hit those subscribe buttons. Turn on those notification bells, y'all. I'll be back this evening. Hopefully it'll be quieter. We'll see. We'll see what mood Eli's in. We may need the comic relief. Who knows? Eli is definitely going to be the channel mascot. Hey, bud.
Help me draw.
You want me to help you draw? Okay.
You draw A,
Which one you want me to draw?
I did already do that.
You want me to draw the G?
Uh,
Okay. There's the G. He's got a little water wow book, so you like paint it with water. I am a CFI teacher. Not sponsored, but hey, Melissa and Doug, you want to toss us a sponsorship? Let me know. We'd be happy to discuss that. Ava, Berea, worse is. Oh, you okay, bud?
Yeah.
Worse is storms past Berea right now. We may have some more strong storms at this evening.
Grapes.
Oh, grapes. Good job, buddy.
What got grape?
Yeah. You're doing so good with your letters, buddy.
Can you do it? Can you do it?
Macy, I am a CFI teacher. Here, you can draw. In a little bit, buddy. Let's see, what else? Bess, hey, happy to help out. Ava, congratulations on the top fan. And glad you're all right, kiddo. I know that was awful close.
Is John done?
I'm not done yet, buddy. We got a little bit longer. Prestonsburg, Rhonda, we got 2 rounds coming in. First round is just a little bit from now, probably in about the next hour or so. Between 4:30 and 5 is when Prestonsburg will see the first of this, or the worst of the first round. The second round is going to be the more intense round. Still some questions about how far north that comes, but there is another chance tonight late in Eastern Kentucky. We'll say after 11, 12 o'clock for Prestonsburg. That one's still a little bit up in the air. We're going to have to wait and see. Still some questions on how that second round of storms is going to develop. You got to get round 1 over because that sets the ground for round 2. Oh, you got more letters?
I got more.
Okay, which one are you going to water wow now?
Why dried?
Why is it dry? Because you haven't done that one yet. Okay, what letter is that?
Yeah.
J. J. Can you say J?
Just J.
J. Good job. All right.
And Jackie.
Uh-huh.
It goes right there.
Yep. You did good drawing that one.
Receive Jackie. Is it L?
That is an L. You're doing very well. All right, y'all. We're going to stick with this probably about another 15 minutes until this Laurel County warning is canceled. I don't want to neglect y'all in Eastern Kentucky, but once again, I don't think this first line's going to be too bad. It is very much just kind of your standard severe thunderstorm squall line, spring strong storms, gusty winds, heavy rain, some brief hail, some intense lightning, but it is not a incredibly potent storm system right now. Definitely want to take shelter, want to respect it, let it pass on by, then you can get back to your business, especially the folks in London. You can go ahead and start cleaning on out. We are outside the Polygon in London. Respect the Polygon. Polygon is out. Get out. Get back to cleaning, y'all. I know we got a lot to do on that. And definitely love everybody in London and praying and trying to do all we can to help. I'll continue sharing more resources for folks as I see them. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Shane.
Hey, buddy. Can you say hi, everybody?
Hi, Shane. I'm going to mess it up.
No, don't mess it up, please.
Why?
Because Daddy doesn't want his laptop messed up. And,
Why?
oh, well, that would be bad. You silly goose.
Yeah, see what
you are the silliest of God's geeses. Did you know that? All right, guys. Well, we're going to keep this going for just a little bit longer until we get Laurel County cleared. But London, the good news is round 1 is passed. We're still waiting to see how round 2 goes tonight. I'm going to bring the HRRR model back up real quick to let you guys take a look at that. I'm going to get this good and zoomed in on Laurel County. I'm going to pop this over, switch that in OBS. Live severe weather coverage on the fly. Also, yes, evacuation area, mandatory evacuation in the damage area at 6 o'clock tonight in Laurel County. So I know they're going to be providing rides. If you see officials out with the National Guard, KSP, you need a ride out of the storm zone, let them know. And they can try to help you get out of there, especially if your vehicle's been damaged. But we do not want anybody in the damage zone tonight when that strong wind rolls through. And kudos to our city, state, and county officials for being very proactive in that tonight. That's a very good call. So just want to give props where props are due. It's been a hard couple of days here in Laurel County, folks. Let's take a look at that future radar. I think I've got that pulled up now. Yep, there we go. By the way, for those of y'all just joining, this is my son Eli. Say hi, Eli. So first round moving out, folks along the Highway 15 corridor, heading your way about 4 o'clock. That includes Hazard, Pikeville, Prestonsburg, Paintsville. Worst should be moving through for y'all around 5. Somerset, I know a lot of folks there are concerned about the weather. start being really weather aware in Somerset around 9 o'clock tonight. London, 10 o'clock is when the worst moves in for us, at least as of right now. That could change. If it changes, I'll update, and I will definitely post those updates as I can. So we're going to be wrapping up here in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to pop things over back over to Radar Omega. Once again, this is just a strong to severe line of thunderstorms moving across Kentucky right now. I know we got a lot of folks concerned because of everything that happened. Tyner, Kentucky. Oh, Tyner. That is down, I think, Knox County, if I remember right.
Shane,
Yeah, bud.
check it out, Dad.
What'd you do, buddy?
I done drawing. You done?
No, we're not done just yet, baby.
I just draw that right there, Daddy.
Okay, you go right ahead, buddy. Oh, you're drawing an S. That's the first letter of my name. All right, Tyner, down in Jackson County. Oh, that's right. Sorry, folks, my brain is scattered. Right there, East Anvil. Tyner, you're seeing some heavy rain. Gusty winds right now. That has passed on, or will be passing on here in the next little bit. Anvil, still seeing some heavy rain. The worst is past Tyner right now, which is the good news. Oneida, Buckhorn, worst should be coming your way here in a little bit. Campton, some 40, 50 mile per hour winds heading your way right now. Frenchburg, same story. Moorhead, Salt Lick, same story for y'all. Hayden, give it about 20 minutes. It'll be on your doorstep. Hazard just after 4. Pineville, Harlan, y'all got this heading your way as well.
Shane,
Yeah, bud.
hey, I'm tired right now.
You're tired?
I rest right here.
Okay.
I'm this.
Oh, okay. We'll get you one of those here in a second. Well, folks, Laurel County is cleared. I got a little buddy down here that needs a little love and attention. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this first round of coverage up. I shall be back tonight this evening, sometime probably around 9, to get you through the next round as it moves towards Laurel County, and we will see about then. So once again, for folks in the east right now, round 1 still moves through between now and 5:30 or so. Once we get past 5:30, that first round is done. Then the next round moves into the Cumberland Valley this evening, 8, 9 o'clock. Should get to around Somerset 9, London 10. We'll push eastward into eastern Kentucky after that. Probably sometime around 11 or so, or just after for Hazard. Probably midnight or so, just after that for Pikeville. We have to see how far north it'll go. We'll let you know. Okay, that does it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching here on YouTube and Facebook. Hit that notification bell. That way you're notified when I come back up later for round 2 of severe weather coverage. You guys